Oh, we gotta talk about Jello too. Whatever the boy name is, something. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, a little.
man. I heard the boy song been going crazy, but I've been at work for the last 4 days, so I ain't even had a chance to listen to the shit yet. I'm gonna have to
Man,
put
I
it up.
heard the song, but it's not that good.
Well, you
Like
know,
the
first of
song,
all, it's a young nigga song, Reggie. You know, it's not for us,
that
bro.
ain't that
We
ain't that ain't
too old.
even a YN song, bro. That's like some shit
It
you would have
might
heard.
be.
You would have heard that shit back in like 2004 or something.
You gotta catchy. It was a catchy beat and a catchy Nelly hook.
Man, yeah, it do sound like some old Nelly for real though.
That's probably why.
That it does sound like it. But yeah, man, what it do? What it ain't? What it is? We back with another edition of Undrafted with my man, Big Murph. I want you to go follow him, subscribe to him, check him out. He's a big Redskins fan. He gonna introduce himself and drop his page as well, so you can go check him out.
What's good, fam? I'm a Big D Murph. You can follow me on my YouTube page, Big D Murph. Of course, Redskin fan, born and raised in DC. So I'm enjoying the fuck out of the playoffs right now. So
Bet that, yeah, man. It's a dope situation right now for your team. We can go ahead and get right into that. Um, you know, being a DC native, man, I love it for y'all, man. We was talking about it earlier, man. Last time y'all was in the NFC Championship game was 1991, bro. I was five. I was
bro,
five. So it's
it was
it's dope.
beginning of '92. Beginning of '92, I was 8, bro. So it's been a long time waiting to see this shit again. So it's
Yeah,
something different.
yeah, facts. Nah, I'm happy for y'all, man. Like, I think I saw a picture. It's like half the country's rooting for the Bills, half the country's rooting for the Commanders. So I think that's a pretty accurate description. And it would be a rematch. What was that? 91 Super
Of that
Bowl?
'92 Super Bowl.
Yeah,
'92.
92. Yeah, so that would be
Yeah,
that would sell tickets, bro. That would sell tickets.
that
Like,
would be that would be real dope. Like a 33-year gap between the same two teams.
yeah. No, I agree. I agree. And fam and I've gone on record and saying I don't root against the Commanders. I don't root against any DC teams. But
Right.
I would want to root for the Bills just because they ain't never had one, bro. Like,
And I
they
get
ain't
you.
never
But
had one.
and then the next little stretch, that little stretch, they lost to us. They lost to all NFC East. They lost to the
Didn't they
Giants.
go
They
to like
lost to
four
us. They
years
lost
in
to
a
Dallas
row?
twice. 4 straight all NFC East losses.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I get it. I get why a lot of fans root for them, but at the same time, you got the diehard Skins fans that's gonna turn up. If we go in Philly and pull out a W on Sunday,
Oh, it's a wrap.
be
Pack it
prepared
up.
to be sick of me. I don't really post much.
Pack it up.
I
You
don't
gonna be
really
sick
post
of
much
me? I'm gonna be sick of
on
you. I ain't
gram or
gonna be
nothing like
sick of you,
that.
bro.
No, not you, not you. The
Uh,
other NFC East fans. Cause I ain't a big poster, so I just post things here and there. But I think I might
yeah,
go in if we win Sunday. But I don't, I'm not a
yeah.
trash talk either. So good luck to both teams.
Man, talk your stuff, man. Talk your stuff, man. You know what
Not
I'm saying? Hey, man,
I don't like
I
I feel like
no, go
trash
ahead.
talk jinx your team. So I definitely never want to trash talk nobody's team, and not in advance. And unless you start with
Yeah,
me. Now if you start with me, then I always got something in the chamber.
right,
But I'm
right,
not gonna
right.
start it first.
You got to keep something in the chamber. Yeah, you got
Absolutely,
to keep something in the chamber, man. I was just
man. Stay
surprised.
ready.
Like, I was just surprised going back to the divisional round with the Lions, man. Like, I saw the first half score. I was like 31-21. What? I was like, bro, turn up, go get that, man. You caught them boys
Man,
slipping.
we did. I don't think we caught them slipping. I think it was more so the 18 players they got on IR, which no excuses are made by the coaches or the team because they still went out and dogged Minnesota with those same 18 people on injury reserve.
Right,
Minnesota scored 9 points and they had 14 wins. So
right.
can't say it's that. It's just
No,
the
I agree.
offense. Our offense currently is clicking. Hopefully the clicks keep clicking. Kingsbury doing this
Hmm.
thing because everybody killed him. Oh, why y'all hiring this washed up? Yeah, he can't even coach. He ain't good. He never been. I never said he was a good head coach,
Yeah,
offensive coordinator
yeah.
in college, and now the
Hmm.
pros. I mean, the man can do his thing on calling the offense.
I mean, people always question those moves, but then when they start doing good, it's like, oh, well,
Yeah, now
okay, I'm good with it, and they fall back. Like,
Yeah. Oh, now he need to be getting. Now I seen something yesterday. It was like, oh, Kingsbury need to be getting interviewed for head coaching jobs. 3 weeks ago, y'all was saying he needed to not be offensive coordinator.
facts,
Oh, and like 5 weeks
facts.
ago was the Kingsbury hangover. Toward the end of the season, his offense is burnt out.
Hmm.
I don't see all them talks gone. Where they go?
Facts. Like, you silence the haters, man. And
And that,
and
that, that that's the best
good
spot
for
for me.
y'all. Yeah.
That's definitely the best spot for me. Now Sunday we got to show up because Philly got this guy in the backfield that's a problem. He's a problem everywhere he goes.
What do you think the game plan should be for that?
Not to load the box. Um, I
But
just think
keep in
if we
mind,
play,
Hurts is hurt. He messed his knee up.
yeah, you're right.
He
But I
messed
still
his
don't
knee
want
up.
you. Let me give you one example. The Rams. So this first both touchdowns Saquon had. The Rams had eight in the box, right?
Hmm.
Saquon made one person miss and he was off to the races. So I don't think you
True.
should load the box every play. You gotta pick and choose when
I
you
mean,
do
not
it.
every play, but yeah,
And when you do it, you gotta stand your gaps also because the Rams did jump their gaps too a couple times.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if they play assignment football, which I know it's gonna be some breakdowns because Saquon is real shifty and real quick, so I get it. He gonna make some
I mean,
people
he
miss.
jump
He
over
gonna
dudes backwards.
correct. Still probably the best play I've seen this year.
Yeah,
Definitely the
yeah,
craziest.
yeah,
But
yeah,
if we can contain him, I'm pretty sure he's gonna score.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna score. That's it. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he's gonna get 100 yards. It's what we give up. We give up rushing yards, but we held the Lions. We held Jameer Gibbs to 100. So we ain't really go. He ain't really go too crazy. He scored two touchdowns, but if our offense is playing like we played, I think if it's any weather involved,
Hmm.
that's probably gonna help Philly more to us because Jalen is a little hurt. Because I think the
Yeah,
snow helped him last week. Honestly,
yeah. It did.
I, re- I really
But
believe this.
Stafford's a dog though.
Stafford is a dog, but I really think it hurt the line because I think the line was sliding. Oh, the Rams offensive line was sliding and getting
Hmm.
much pushed too easily once the snow started coming down heavily.
Yeah,
So again, no excuses. They lost.
yeah,
Philly won. We'll see it. But I
yeah.
really believe
I think they should
that's
definitely I think they should load the box, but like you said, they can't do it every single play. Cause
yeah,
I mean, as much as he doesn't pass, Hurts can't pass. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And AJ Brown is a threat. You know what I'm saying?
And
Even though he be on the sideline reading books like, he's not in tune with the game,
nah,
they
he's
are
still
very much threats. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And to back that up, Pittsburgh.
yeah.
He went off in the game against us. So he is very much a threat. But their bread and butter is Saquon.
It is. But don't
So you
sleep on
get
don't sleep on D Smith either because that boy is a quiet
Oh, I like
killer.
Devontae.
I
I
like
love
that.
Devontae. Devontae was in my fantasy.
Man, he is a quiet
He was
killer.
eating nice for the most
Yeah,
part,
man.
Something solid, nothing
So even
crazy.
if we try to key on AJ, he might get free. But I think if Lattimore stays healthy, we can keep him on AJ. And I
Hmm.
like the rookie Summer still now coming along. He can shadow Devontae.
Yeah, I haven't heard too many people complain about Saint what's that boy? Saint
Saint Trash. I'm sorry, Saint Juice.
yeah, I know, Saint Jude. A lot of people ain't been complaining about him lately, man.
Cause he ain't on the field, brother.
Oh, he's not on the field at all?
No, he not even nickel. No, he not even nickel. The nickel is
Oh, I thought he was still
Iguanogany.
packaged in.
Nah, he
So
he
he ain't
might
even
have
packaged in.
he might get in here and there when people need a breather, but he
Hmm.
don't get on the field too tough. I think he's been playing mostly special teams lately.
Okay.
He's not
Okay.
he's not one of our top three corners, but he's a walking flag or burnt toast.
Yeah. He's a walking I used to love watching that clip of what's that boy name? D'Angelo Hall? No,
Oh
D'Angelo
man.
what's that boy name? That he was talking crazy to D Hop, and D Hop like got that man, he tore his ACL in
Oh
training camp.
damn it. I can't remember who he's talking. I know I remember the name. I can remember the face. I can't get the name that's
Yeah.
away from me right
I thought
now.
his name was
Damn.
D'Angelo something, but yeah, I think of St. Jude as that dude now, man. It's just
It might have been D'Angelo. I think it was D'Angelo Hall because it was when they
D'Angelo
practiced
Hall.
against us. When they practiced against us, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was
and
D'Angelo Hall.
D Hop gave him
Yeah.
that wop wop, and then
And
that man not only did he get beat, that man tore his ACL.
set him down for the whole season. Like, yeah, we
And
got no more
then
work.
that might have been the same season. I'm probably wrong, but that might have been the same season where he tore his ACL again when he was going downstairs in the middle of the night for some pizza.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, man. It was just a disaster, bro.
it
Like
was.
that was your top guy though.
It was. That was our
Yeah.
top corner at the time. So I mean, he D
Yeah.
Hall had his moments too. So I can't hate on him. Nigga definitely
Yeah,
had his moments.
he did good. He had some moments, but towards the end there, it was like, bruh.
Yeah, I think he was just doing things towards the end. Like, bro,
Yeah.
you're not even you just earning. You're just trying to get a check now.
Yep. Yeah, so I agree with that. Not too much in the box, but you know,
No,
it,
we just got to assignment football is basically what we got to play Sunday on defense.
but if y'all can somehow just you ain't got to like own the clock, but just
That's it.
score. Because
And
if you
that's
score, it's the same thing with the Ravens. If you score, yeah, they like to run, but you can't run when you down. And if y'all mess around and get like a 14-3 or 14-6, like something crazy, I can see y'all upset, man. I can see y'all
yeah. We
upset.
because I what I've seen this season is we play great from when we get ahead.
Hmm.
Kingsbury put his foot on the gas and start calling plays out of all his bags.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't want like when we get ahead. I don't know what that man be doing. I don't know what the league make him happy or something because he be excited and he be calling his best plays.
yeah. I mean, it's not as much pressure either. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like, you like if it work, it work. If it don't, eh.
right. We'll come back and try something else.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the other thing that's gonna keep us in the game is we heavy on fourth down. Like if it's 4th and 5 or less,
bro. Y'all don't
Dan
even. Yeah, y'all don't be punting the ball, bro. You're like, we going for it.
Big Dan say, "Nah, we got it."
Yeah, and honestly, bro, that's how you win. That's how you
Yeah,
win.
aggression, man.
Like that 4th and inches shit for Pittsburgh. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like I don't care where
Keep
we was at, bro. Fourth and
keep
inches, you
him.
could fall for it and get that first down.
You can't. All your line got to do all your line got to do is get a little push on 4th inches. Your quarterback can beat anybody, and y'all had Justin Fields, so y'all could have did a whole lot of different things.
We could have, and I do think, um, I do think we haven't gotten to that part yet, but I do think we keep Justin and let Russ walk because Russ want like 30 mil,
Yeah,
and it's just like, yeah, nah, you
and
37, champ.
yeah, and Justin's what 26.
Yeah, 10 year
So
difference, 10 year
yeah,
difference.
and I think with the right offensive coordinator for a long for keep going, I think Justin can be just fine. But
Yeah,
we'll
I
get to
mean,
that in a
you
little bit.
don't want to switch that up. You don't, because
Right.
who was it that said that? Was it Peyton Manning that said learning an offense is like learning a language?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, man, like we're gonna keep Art for another year for sure. And I'm like, I'd rather give Russ those reins, not Russ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, give Justin those
Just
reins, and just see what he do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If Russ want to stick around for a team friendly deal and be more of like a mentor, like a Mariota, like
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you what that did for me to see Mariota go pick your boy up, go pick up JD and say, nah, go win this game, chap. Like this is on
Yeah.
you. Go use your God given ability and go win
And
this
win us this
game.
game.
Bruh, I got chills. I was like, what? Hey man, I was like, yeah, go get that, son. You gotta go get that. You got
Bro,
because there's no competition. He's not
none.
trying to get that man's spot. He want to see him succeed. He want to do everything he can to help him succeed. And I just think
And
that's
I
dope,
kind of
man.
hope I love it. I love it, and I kind of hope we keep Mariota as a backup. I know we got a rookie, the Sam Hartman, back there behind him too. He can stay on the practice
Hmm.
squad for another year, or he can be the third quarterback next year. But
Yeah,
really, I hope we keep Mariota as the backup because Mariota can help both of them.
yeah, yeah.
And then
I
that
mean,
put
you just have to have somebody that's willing to do it. And
yeah,
Mariota is decent. Like, I just think he
hell
got tough
yeah.
breaks. I think he got tough breaks, like where he went. You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted him to be the man in Atlanta, and Atlanta didn't have all their stuff together.
And then
Um,
remember he got drafted second overall, Heisman winner,
mm-hmm,
second overall
mm-hmm.
to Tennessee.
I'm about to say Tennessee. I know he
And
was in
Tennessee
Tennessee.
and Tennessee never gave him like full control of offense, even though he had Derrick Henry. I think Tennessee always tried in big games, they try to put everything on him
Yeah,
instead of making it like the same things the Ravens doing. Like every time it's a
yeah,
big game, they don't hand the ball to this 6'5", 250-pound running back y'all got
yeah.
standing back there. Like give him the ball, take some pressure off of him a little bit,
Facts.
and then let
Especially
this
since
man
he's
play.
young. Facts.
Yeah, let him play. Let him do some them RPOs or them little read
I
option.
forgot he
Mariota
did do some RPO stuff too. I
Mariota
forgot
came from
about
Oregon.
that.
He came from Oregon. They ran
Yeah,
the run
I
and shoot
forgot
all
about that.
day.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just that he was either hurt a lot or you just didn't see him, and it's just like, bro, you forget, like you just
Yeah,
forget,
and Tennessee
like
definitely was hurt a lot.
yeah,
Because in
yeah,
Oregon,
man,
that man was a monster at Oregon.
mm-hmm,
He was a
yeah.
few plays away from a national
The
title.
Ducks, man, everybody wanted their little Pop Warner team to be the Ducks, and Oregon was flying high, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you don't really hear from them right now.
Well,
So
you did this year until they ran into Ohio State in the playoffs and got demolished.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, Baltimore, man. I told people, I said, people was like, oh man, Lamar got them back in the game. I said, no, he did not. I said, Derrick Henry got them back in the game. Justice Hill got them back in the game. Because in one
Agreed.
series in the second half, third quarter, I believe it was all handoffs.
Yeah, and
It
it
was
should have been
all
that early
handoffs. They did
because if
that
you
Big
look at
12 personnel with two tight ends, and they were just handing the ball off. That's
but look
it.
at how Buffalo played. Buffalo did the same thing that I thought Baltimore should have been doing. Buffalo turned around and handed the ball off. Josh Allen had 150 something passing yards and ran 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did. And he
Like
could have had three.
he could have.
He could have
That
had
on
three.
on that last one, that one he kicked the field goal, he should have had
Mm-hmm.
three, honestly, to put the game
Mm-hmm.
away. But I get taking the field goal to make it an 8 point game instead of risking the fourth down.
Yeah. Yeah, I told my man, I said, this ain't nothing but Vegas, man.
Yeah,
I said,
absolutely.
ain't no way you could tell me. Them boys was up 21-10, and they came out flat,
And
like
just like
just
let it go.
flat. And they did nothing the entire third quarter. And
No,
if I remember correctly, the spread was 2 points,
one
and they
point four,
won
yeah,
by
one and
two
a half. Yep.
points,
Hmm.
and they won by 2 points. I said, man,
Absolutely,
this ain't nothing but Vegas, Slim. This ain't nothing
one
but
and a half,
Vegas.
man.
Like, man, I just
Like,
I love the fact that I can do DraftKings and stuff, but I hate it at the same time because I feel like it's affecting the game in a major way.
it's
You know what
definitely
I'm
affecting the
saying?
game, especially and the more people bet on it, it affects the game more.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But yeah, Baltimore, man, it's like, what did you go get Derrick Henry for if you're not going to use him? Like,
I
what was
and
the
I
whole point of that?
I thought the whole point of the thing was to in the playoffs have somebody for Lamar to help Lamar so Lamar didn't have to drop back 30, 40 times to throw the
Yep,
ball.
yep,
That's what I thought the purpose was.
yep. And Lamar, I mean, I know I'm a Steelers fan. I ain't trying to hate on the man, but you know, because the guy is phenomenal, but I feel like he's just in his head. He's in his
Yeah.
head too much. Like, cause it's
Yeah.
like he don't just go out and play. And it's like I feel like he overthinks it. Like that pass he gave to Likely at the end was a
Mhm.
dime.
Yeah.
like,
Up
like
that
he
thing.
launched that joint. Like, and it's just like plays like that. It's like, okay, this dude is special. But then it's like, bro, on that 2 point conversion, he could have probably ran that joint in if he wanted
Hmm.
to. Because
Well, he could have.
all Andrews had to do was stop running and block the defender. He could have hit that corner on the edge, hit that pylon. So yeah, man.
Maybe he didn't want to risk it in the snow. He didn't want to slide down early or something. Because Andrews was on all Andrews had to do is catch it, and he's on the goal line right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, true. No, I'm not trying to take any blame off of Andrews. All Andrews
If
had to
he
do was pull that
if
joint
he
into the
catches that
basket.
thing, and all he got to do is sit down. He's in the end
2 point
zone,
conversion.
and we're
Tie
going.
game. Yeah,
And now
overtime
Josh got
maybe.
well,
How
maybe
much time
Josh
was left?
still.
How much time was left?
It's about a minute 33 left, so Josh still had time to go down the field.
Yeah, he
So it
had
was still
time.
time.
Yeah, he had time.
It was definitely a lot of time left for Josh to go down the field.
Yeah. Yep.
But like I said,
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm just ready for that 3 o'clock game on Sunday because boy, the bad part is I got to work.
Ooh.
That's the bad
You got to
part.
be at work at that time, or you got to go to work that night.
I gotta be there. I gotta be there by 6 p.m. So
Oh,
yeah, so I gotta
that's
leave.
man,
I gotta
bro. If
leave
I
at
was you,
halftime. Oh, I'm
hey
going. I'm
Slim, if
going
I
early.
was you, I'm getting to work at like 2:45, and I'm just
I
gonna
get
sit
there.
in the parking lot or something and watch the
I'm gonna
game.
leave at halftime. I'm gonna leave at halftime because it's about on
You
Sundays they
gonna
don't
get there
travel.
on time?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. So if I leave at halftime is probably gonna be about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't have to be there till 6. It's only a 30-minute drive. On Sundays because ain't no traffic. So I
Man,
get to
don't
the
be
parking
trying to
lot. I
drive
go
and watch the
upstairs.
game, bro.
Nah. I'm gonna have a radio. I'm gonna have a radio version on. I'm not even gonna have it because I got the in the T on the truck. I can put the TV on the screen, but I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because I've done that, and I almost went
It's
off the side of the road.
bruh. I'm not nah. The
Especially
game
when they
too.
make a mistake or something. I'm like, yo, Russ, what you doing? Like,
They be mad at you, cursing for no reason, having low
all
temper tantrum.
you hitting the rumble strips.
Hell yeah. Nah,
People
I'm
think you
gonna get
drunk
to work.
driving and shit.
When I get to work, though, I'm gonna go upstairs because I know my coworkers already had a game on, so I'm gonna go upstairs. up there and sit in the office and watch the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I'm
But I
just
already
mad,
know it's
man.
gonna
They
be
they
crazy.
modified our schedule for this whole inauguration stuff, man. I'm like, bruh, I watched every single playoff game at work. Every
I
single one.
got to watch. I got to watch last week's game at home because it was on a Saturday, and I had to go into Sunday morning.
Hmm.
So and then, but Sunday morning I was stuck at work until yesterday.
Yeah. Ah, man.
And then
Do you have a score prediction for the game?
I don't really care about the score as long as we got more points, bro. It can be 26-25. It can be 27-24. It can be 17 to
You like
8
you like
16.
I
I
need
don't give a
this.
damn.
I don't
I don't
care.
give a damn. I don't care what the score is. As long as Washington is up at the end, I
Yeah.
don't give a damn about the score. It can be 6-3.
Yeah. No, that's
I
real,
doubt it's gonna
man. That's
I
how
doubt
you
it's gonna be
know.
that.
That's how you know. It's just like, nah, I don't care. I just want it.
I don't. I ain't one of them. I'm a bet to predict the right score. I'm a bet on that. I'm not. I'm not. I might.
Hmm.
I might not even put a parlay on. I normally I put a parlay on every playoff game. I don't think I'm gonna touch
Oh,
that one
you really want this?
because
Ooh,
I
man, they
be
gonna put no parlay.
because
Ooh.
then I'm watching the parlay and the game, and at some point I'm gonna say fuck. I'm gonna say the hell with the parlay at some point,
Yeah,
especially if we win it. Damn the
yeah.
parlay. Just do whatever it takes to win the game. So I don't even think I'll mess with that one. I'll probably put a parlay on the Chiefs and Bills game,
Hmm.
but I ain't gonna touch that game.
Yeah.
And and if I do, it'll be for Saquon and McLaurin to score because I think those are the only two that's guaranteed to score. And I don't think even neither one of them guaranteed, but I know highly likely if anybody's going to score, it's going to be
Because
McLaurin and it's going to be Saquon.
honestly, I would say Ertz.
Yeah, that
I
too
would
because
say Ertz.
he did score both games against them.
He been stepping up. Like, I remember so many people complaining about him too, but he been stepping up like a mug, yo. Like he
Hey,
been stepping up. He's been that veteran y'all needed.
Ertz made the catch to get us into the playoffs against the Falcons in overtime. So
Yep.
and I
Yep.
that catch was so crazy. I had to wait to celebrate because I was looking like did the ball hit the ground? I'm looking like the referee. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
I didn't got close to the TV and tried to rewind the TV. I'm like, what's did he catch it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
He been stepping
Ertz,
up. I would definitely put one in with him. But yeah, McLaurin, Noah Brown is sneaky. Hey, and last time we did this, I was telling you I like De'Ami Brown, and
and
he
in the
been kind
playoff,
of coming on. He
matter
been
of
kind
fact,
of coming on.
since the last Philly game, since Noah Brown got hurt in the last
Y-
Philly game, he's had to play more and he been catching damn near everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I told you, man. I like that kid, man. And y'all,
And
man, give him on a good crossing route. I know he dropped that pass against the Lions. I was like, oh, bro, you got to catch that. He
but
dropped that joint.
he caught the other two though. He caught the other two,
Yeah,
and I ain't mad at him.
yeah,
Especially the
yeah,
one
yeah,
where the man was covering his eyes. Man,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah.
that might have been more Jaden than him though, because Jaden kind of put that thing in the only place he could put it, and you had to catch it.
And that's a good point because Jaden's throwing these guys open. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Man,
putting the ball where you need to have the ball at, and and he's avoiding hits. He's avoiding getting them crazy hits. I just like the kid,
outside of
man. I just like the dude, man. Like I think he is a great fit for y'all, and I hope he's around for 15 years, man. For real.
at least because and everybody was like everybody probably thought coming out that he's a running quarterback. Nah, Jaden's a pocket. He's a
He got an
pocket pass.
arm.
He's a pocket passer who has the ability to scramble and run.
Hmm.
And I told you, like, I'm a Florida Gator fan, and he went
Facts.
to LSU.
Same.
He went to LSU, and
Yeah.
I wasn't big on Jaden until that Florida game, his last year. Boy,
Yeah.
he touched us for about
Yeah. He
600
did.
touchdowns,
He did.
400 passing,
My
200
man
rushing.
said 600 touchdowns.
No, 600 yards, total
Oh, oh,
yards.
oh, oh. I think he said six. I'm like, damn.
No, it was about
Yeah.
600 total yards. He had 200 rushing. He had about 400 passing. He cooked us. And I
Yeah.
watched that game and I was in disgust. I was like, "This why is
I ain't
who is
gonna
this?"
lie. I ain't gonna lie. You more of a Florida fan than I am at this time, at this point because I forgot the quarterback. But I was like, bro, why can we not recruit a quarterback? Like
I think
we
we
can.
got one now.
I mean, now we got one, but I'm talking like when did Tebow come out?
Uh,
2010,
9 or 10, something like that. So after
and it's
Tebow,
like,
we ain't had a quarterback since Tebow.
man, bro, it's brutal, man. brutal, man. While Alabama running up championships,
Shit,
we can't even
Alabama,
recruit a quarterback.
LSU. We can't even get it. We can't even get in the conversation. Alabama, LSU, Georgia, all them
Georgia
just got
Florida
everything.
games, Georgia Florida games, we getting mopped every time.
Bruh.
Pack it
They
up.
be they be
Ain't
close
no
for like
point in
a
going to
quarter and a
Duval,
half.
huh?
And I want to go to Duval so bad too. I want to go to that
You know,
game.
with this kid we got, I might go. So we could probably set that up. You know what I'm saying? Set up a little Jacksonville trip. Jacksonville's a wild place
Yeah,
now. I got family down there. Jacksonville's a wild place. But
I got a couple
we'll have
friends down
fun.
there, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely sure it's wild.
Yeah. Jacksonville, it's dope though. They just like everywhere else, they gentrified it too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
But it's a nice place. It's the only I say this. It's the only place I know where the north side is the worst place you want to be. The south side is the good side of town. If you're on the
damn.
south
Normally,
side, you're on the good side of town. North side is the bad side. That's
damn.
the only
Southside
city I
normally
know
the
that's
best.
like that. Huh?
I said the Southside normally the worst place to be.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only city. I've been saying that since 2001. And I had like an epiphany. I'm like, man, hold up. This is backwards.
Ass
They got their geographical stuff backwards. The south side is
Right.
supposed to be the bad side.
Right. That's
But But I think the south side actually is near some water, so they did like a lot of development around
okay.
that for like the nicer stuff. So
Yeah.
that could be the reason why. But yeah, I love Duval though, and people from Duval let you know. Like you hear that Duval, they let you know,
Absolutely.
man. They let you
Immediately.
know. Yeah, but yeah, man. Just to finish up this, man. I hope y'all go get that, man. I hope y'all go get that, man,
Man,
because it'll
listen,
be
I
good.
hope
It'll be
so.
good for the city, man. Like I said, I don't ever root against the city. You know what I'm saying? I think I put it to you like this: people that have never been to the team they claim to like stadium, or
Mm-hmm.
even been to the city, and they and it's like, let's say, like, for instance, you never been to Philly, you never been to Dallas, you never been to New York to even go to a game or even go to the cities. You know nothing about the city. You know nothing about the people. Why are
Right.
you a fan?
Man, that's what I'm trying to
Why are
figure
you a
out.
fan? I don't understand it. And then you in the same division as your hometown, so you're rooting against your hometown. Like I don't
But
understand that
but it's
because like
it's
I've always.
crazy as hell.
Mhm.
It's crazy as hell to me. Like people like they love their team and whatever team it may be. Because mostly in this area, it's mostly Dallas fans. But
Mhm.
you never
Never
even
been
took the
there.
time to go to your home team stadium.
They can't even afford to go.
I
They can't
listen.
afford to go.
First
You
of
gotta
all,
pay for that airline, the
that's a lie.
game.
That's a
It's a
lie
lot.
because it's people. No, it's a
Well, I
lie,
mean,
but
there
that's
are
a
some
lie.
people that can, but
It's a
there
lot.
are
It's a
people.
lot of
There are
people
people
that
that
can.
can't. They can't afford. They gotta take their whole family. You know how much it
Well,
costs to
listen,
fly.
now taking your whole family is one thing. I said take yourself.
Oh yeah, so you on some selfish shit,
Well, and it's
man.
only me.
And then it's like yo, and then like your wife got to really be on board with that. Like
Yeah,
I ain't taking no vacation to go to Dallas to see a
nah.
football game. Like she got
And
to subscribe to that, Slim.
but yeah, because most women is like if they're
Because
not
if you're
into
gonna, because
football
the
like that,
money, yeah, the money that you're paying, you could easily be on the beach, easily,
easily in
easily,
somewhere
like
somewhere out the country.
yeah, or somewhere out the country, which would be a little cheaper. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
easily, man. Yeah, yeah. So
You
I
still
just
get
never
them tickets
understood
for kind of cheap.
rooting against your hometown. Like,
Yeah, because like in
I,
basketball, in basketball. I'm not a Wizards fan. I'm a Miami Heat fan, but I would
mhm.
love to see the Wizards do good.
Right, and that's how I am with the Steelers. Like, I love the Steelers, but I don't have a problem with the Commanders doing anything too. Like,
Right.
I don't want. It's like, cause I remember like, especially at TSA, like, oh man, Pittsburgh sucks. Hey, I love you anyway. I want y'all to
Right.
do good, cause nothing that
Absolutely.
you do affects us anyway.
Nothing. We're
I'm
in two
like,
whole
I'm
separate
like, so,
two whole
and
separate conferences.
I think that's why me and you click, cause it's like, bro, like, I think we understand that. A lot of people were just talking just to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tim understood that. You know, Tim had a funny ass story. He went up to Foxborough for a Patriots game, and this dude was hackling him. And you know, Tim ass, his eyes get big, and dude was
Yeah.
talking all kind of trash. He like, nigga, I'm from DC. He like, hold my beer, baby. And then he stood up and he said he remembered the dude like looked at him and was like, oh
Cause,
snap, I
cause
didn't
Tim
realize you was that
know.
big.
Cause that's what you got to realize. Like people sitting down is half the size they are standing up. And Tim was a big
Hmm.
motherfucker sitting down. So
Yeah. Rest in
standing
peace
up,
to the dog, man. Rest in peace to the homie, man.
hey,
Like,
definitely.
Yeah, Tim was a good man, man. I used to crack up, man. We used to have stories because he went to I think he went to Norfolk State.
Yeah,
And so he used to talk about like their homecomings and everything. And man, we just had a good time. But like I tell people I hang out with dudes that's like offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no small friends. You know what I'm saying? Like I hang out with all linemen, the cool kids.
absolutely.
Um but yeah, man. Yeah, I don't get people that root against their hometown. I don't understand it. Like I get it if I get it if your dad was a Redskins
Right, I
fan
guess if
and
your
your dad was
family.
like physically abusive or some shit, and you like, man, fuck the Redskins. Like
I think it's
something extreme. It has to be something extreme for me to accept that. But if it's just on some, I was a Randall
I just
Cunningham fan, and you was like 6 at the time. It's like, come on, bro. You don't
yeah,
even remember them games.
none of them at all. So I don't even
So
get it. But I mean,
yeah,
hey, to each their own. No
yeah.
shade for me, no beef, but do what you like. I guess
Oh
if that's what
man,
you
it,
like.
it ain't shade. It's just calling it how I see it. Cause I know a lot of people from Georgia. When I went to college, they all Raven. Like a lot of people are Ravens fans, and I'm
Why
like, why are you
Ravens?
Ravens fans? And
I get it. They
but
kind of have one.
none of them have even been to Baltimore.
They ain't
None of
even.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: they didn't even watch The Wire.
Damn.
So you really are not even tapped in to the
To nothing
city
about nothing
of
about the
your
city.
football team at all. And
I mean,
you ain't never even been to Maryland, let alone Baltimore. You never even been to Washington D.C. But they want to talk trash about the Steelers. I'm like, bro, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. I'm in Pittsburgh multiple times a month. You know what I'm saying?
first
Depending
of
on what's
all,
going on all year round.
they don't even show Ravens games in Georgia unless you got the Sunday ticket or something like that. So you can't even see
They had
Ravens games.
Buffalo Wild Wings. On the small. They probably got that joint on the small TV. They in
The, s-
Buffalo
the,
Wild
small,
Wings in the corner at the
the
small
smallest
TV.
TV, the far
Yeah,
right corner.
it just occupied like deep. Flock, flock, flock. Like man, go sit down.
Negative. It don't even
You know what I'm
work.
saying?
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's all I'm saying. I'm like, you gotta at least go
Yeah.
and
If you
know
can call a
something
good
about the
team,
city.
travel.
Yeah. Know something about the city, know something about the team, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got some trollers on my joint, man. I'm gonna drop a video and what it's gonna be basically talking about how Baltimore fans are hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? They did all that crying when the Mayflower came and the Colts left and went out to Indianapolis. But they were so happy when the Browns left Cleveland.
To come back
I'm
here.
like, that's petty, Slow. Like you did to somebody else what somebody else did to that don't make it right, Slow. That don't
Nah.
make it right. You know.
I mean, but people gotta they gonna say they're gonna make flip it to their narrative to have it make them look good. So you know what that means. You know how that
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. No, I dig it. I dig it. Um, it's still funny though, and I gotta
Very
talk
much so.
about it. I gotta talk about it 'cause I'm like they're not a true expansion team, and that's the first thing they'll be like, oh yeah, we're an expansion team. We're the best expansion team. No, you wasn't. Like you got
Yep.
Cleveland's draft picks, you got Cleveland's money, you got Cleveland's resources. You wasn't a true expansion team.
The
You know what I'm
Browns were
saying?
more of an expansion team actually.
The Browns were the expansion.
Yeah,
they were the.
they
They
was
got
a whole.
nothing.
They came back with a whole new everything. They got started from the bottom, literally.
I feel bad for their fan base because I'm like, bro, really? If I was a Cleveland Brown fan, like honestly, I probably would have to be a Ravens fan because that's where my team is. My team is now in Baltimore.
It
Not this
depends on
stuff.
how old you are too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I think their owners on some Jerry Jones type stuff too. So he want to be in control
Well,
of
I think he
everything.
left because they wouldn't build a stadium. I think that's
How
why
they
he
gonna?
left.
Well, they need to do something because Cleveland got. I know Miles Garrett and Denzel Ward and the good players they do have there. They're gonna be trying to get
They
out
can
of there
ship him
soon.
to Pittsburgh. That's what they can
Let's
do.
hey. Can we'll take Miles Garrett and Denzel Ward. Y'all can have everybody else.
Hold on, hold on. Nah. You can't take the two best players. At
Why?
least give us
Look,
Denzel Ward. We need a corner. Give us Denzel Ward. You can have Miles.
all right,
We got
all right.
TJ for a few years.
We'll take Miles. We need some we
Fantasy
need defensive
draft.
end.
This would be a fantasy situation. Yeah, man.
We
But
definitely need a defensive end bad.
man, so this would be a nice segue into like what's next for Pittsburgh. And you know, I was super in my feelings like a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, trade everybody, get picks. But to a certain degree, I still feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because, and I say that out of sincerity for the players. Like, I want to see TJ had that confetti rain down on him. I want to see Cam Hayward, even though he wouldn't get traded, he's got like 1 year left. But
yeah. Campbell just retired, so
I want to see the confetti fall on them dudes. I want to see them
absolutely.
raise the championship because I feel like they gave their heart and soul to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh failed them. So yeah, man, go somewhere else and go get a ring. That's how
Yeah,
I feel. And if we're going to rebuild, if we're talking about, we're in this rebuild process, let's rebuild. You know what I'm
I don't think
saying?
I've ever
The
seen y'all do a full rebuild. I think y'all always have like stuff in the cupboard, so y'all just pretty much retool certain positions and things
mhm.
to keep
We
y'all,
do.
competitive.
We
Like
do
I've never seen Pittsburgh have to go through like a full, like let's just blow it up and start over. I ain't never seen y'all like y'all always
they've never done it.
just more of a like retool, add pieces here and there, and then we boom, we right back in contention.
They've never done it. They've never done it. And it's like, okay, while we're mediocre, let's just do it now. You know what I'm saying? If I mean, I'm not even on some, at first I was like Tomlin got to go, but I'm okay with Tomlin staying. My issue with Tomlin is he doesn't hold the people accountable he needs to hold accountable. The offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, they need to be held accountable for these crappy schemes.
I
This
agree.
crappy play calling. And if you won't do that, then bro, you got to go. Because that's your job. That's your job to do that.
You're, you're the head coach. Like you
Your
got to make
job
those
ain't to
calls.
your job ain't to be the homeboy. Like you cool with nah, we don't need a homeboy. We need you to be the head coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a player's coach. I don't care about that. Because you see, they don't even take him serious sometimes. When you talking about we had Mike Wallace, who was a beast. You know what I'm saying? I think he ended up going to Minnesota for the bag. But
Mm.
Mike Wallace, the last stand up wide receiver we had that had his head on right was Hines Ward.
And ever since then, y'all done got these damn nutcases. I mean, they can ball. They can
They can
ball.
ball, but
Y'all
it's
can find a
drama.
receiver, but they crazy as hell. Because
It's
I like
drama.
I like
Mike
Pickens.
Wallace,
Like
AB, Martavis
G
Bryant,
and now GP.
Juju is TikTok famous. Uh, and then now we got freaking George Pickens, man. It's just like, bro. All right, we like why? What's that show where JUCO? It was based on JUCO on Netflix where they had the junior college.
Last chance you.
Yeah, we're like last chance you for wide receivers, bro. That's who Pittsburgh is right now.
But normally y'all giving them the first chance. Shit.
That's who we are right now. We last chance you for wide receivers. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's
I,
just the
I
knuckleheads.
I like Pickens, but I think sometimes he a little. I mean, I know he's young, but the boy is a little childish. Like I know you can't get the ball every play.
Yeah.
Every pass can't come to you. They know you're the best receiver on the team, so you're going to get extra coverage.
The great guys understand that I'm not going to get the ball every time because I'm opening stuff up for everything else. Because they're showing me attention, Najee might break it off for 20. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Mike Williams might go get a touchdown because
right,
they showing attention to me. I'm opening things up for everybody else. So really, I am the man because they
correct.
bracketing it for me. They double teaming me. They triple teaming me.
Everybody
Like
else is one on one, so all they got to do is
everybody else
beat
is
one
one on
man,
one.
and
Like it takes a
that's
certain
kind of
level of
why.
maturity. But he's like,
Yeah,
nah, I want to do the touchdown celebrations,
you
bro.
want
You
to do
getting
everything.
wins.
Wins and with wins and production comes is gonna come the money and all that and all the fame and all that. Bro, you're gonna get your touchdowns because they can't double team you every play. It ain't gonna work like
Yeah.
that.
Or they
It's
gonna mess
impossible.
up. They gonna mess up. They gonna mess
Somebody's gonna
up.
blow coverage and you're gonna be wide open and then you're gonna walk in the end zone. Or somebody gonna force it to you and you're gonna make a great catch in double
Yeah.
coverage, which you do regularly.
Yeah. But he was
But
giving up on plays. He was
yeah, just stopping.
it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and I'm a huge GP fan. So he really just let me down, man. Uh
Yeah, I didn't know a lot about him coming out of college, but like when I started paying attention to him and when they talking about him in the draft, and I started going back to see his production, like dude is pretty damn good.
yeah. But
He just
he's a
if
head
he don't get
case.
the ball, he just pouts like a baby,
Yeah.
and that kind of blows me. So I'm like,
I feel like it's dangerous, right? Because I feel like GP is dangerous because if he's bored, it gets worse, right?
yeah, oh hell
So
yeah,
I feel as though if there was a guy that was better than him on the team, it
Hmm.
might actually work out because that's a
Yeah,
challenge to him. That's a challenge to him to play good, to be exceptional like every play. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But if he's the number one guy, it's not going to work. It's just not
So
going to
like,
work.
last time we did this, I said I wanted us to get T Higgins, right? But if y'all,
You did say that.
let's say y'all were to get T Higgins,
Hmm.
that would probably make GP number two on the team, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
If T Higgins stay healthy, yes.
yeah. Okay. So that would take some of the pressure off GP and give him more one on one situations.
Yeah.
But that's just hypothetical. And we got to see, who else is a free agent this year in the
Yeah, because I
free agent.
think I think GP has I forget how tall he is, but he's taller than T Higgins. And
I
so
think, I think he about 6'4".
6'4".
I believe
I
so.
think that would be a nice combo, man. I really do. It would
But
definitely
yeah,
take attention from GP and let him get
yeah,
off because he's definitely better than most second corners. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? And T Higgins has a good tree. So yeah, man, I would love that. It's just a matter of Pittsburgh gonna do it and pay the guy. Like
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's thing is they stingy, man. They ain't paying nobody like that. Especially if you, because traditionally Pittsburgh, if you ain't drafted by Pittsburgh, you ain't getting the bag by Pittsburgh.
Hell nah.
Traditionally, rarely
Y'all
do you
haven't picked.
see it. Jerome
Yeah,
Bettis is the one that comes to mind.
because that's probably the only one.
Yeah, like it's rare that they gonna give you the
I ain't
bag and they didn't draft you.
I ain't seen y'all make no high profile signings in who knows how long.
It seemed like Russell Wilson and Justin Fields were the first ones, and I
But
don't know
those
how long.
that was high profile, but you mean like spending big money. You spent $1 million a piece on
Oh
both
yeah,
of them.
true. Oh yeah, true. They about to spend some money this year, depending on who they keep.
They some
Dang, you
money on
went
one of
out.
them. And
Yeah,
like I said,
they
I would
got
go with
to.
Justin because of the age, and
I would
I think
too.
Justin can be worked with. Uh, yeah, I definitely think I would definitely put the money on Justin before I
I think
spend
you
it
can
on
use
Russ.
Justin.
Even though Russ is probably a
Justin,
better passer right now,
hmm but I
I'm
hope
just say
this.
Russ is probably a better passer right now, but I think Justin can turn into the better passer over his
But like
career.
my hope was Justin sitting, and this is why I always said I would rather let Russ start now, let Justin
Hmm.
sit and learn. Just learn, bruh. Learn the playbook. Learn how Arthur move. You know what I'm saying? Learn what you pick up what you can from Russ. You know, hit the good stuff. Like trail mix it. Take out the good stuff that he does that you can add to your game to take your stuff to the next level. Like, and so then next year, he's like, all right, cool. You had a year away from Chicago, that crazy ex-girlfriend, uh, and you had a whole year in our system, and we know we got the offensive coordinator coming back and there's no major changes happening in Pittsburgh. As much as people want to get rid of Tomlin, he ain't going nowhere. And
Nah,
they just got Art last year. He ain't going nowhere. Um, and so the only major change will be the defensive coordinator, in my opinion.
so
Which
let me
he gotta go. Like he
let
ain't
me ask you
no
a
if
question about
ands.
Arthur.
Uh-huh.
So, do you think Arthur's the right will be the right coordinator for Justin? Because, and I only ask that because when Justin came out of college, Arthur had a chance to draft him in Atlanta, and he skipped him.
So that's a tricky question because it came out after the season, of course, that Arthur and Russ didn't really get along.
Oh, okay,
That Arthur and Fields actually
had
had good chemistry.
okay,
So that's a trick question. That's a trick question. Because let's say Russ had won two of the last five or three of the last
mhm,
five, you know, there wouldn't even be no discussion for Justin Fields starting.
right.
But
Now,
now it's kind of like it's open, and I feel as though you got to go with Justin, like you said, for the age number one, and he'll be a little cheaper number two.
yeah,
You know, I doubt Russ takes the pay cut that we would want him to take, so that way he can continue to be a mentor. Like, cause
mm,
that was always like my dream scenario. Russ just being a mentor, almost like a Charlie Batch or Byron Leftwich was to Ben Roethlisberger. If we need you to
true,
come in the game, we can get you to come in the game. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, game. You know, do what you gotta do. If he get hurt or something, boom, we good. But I feel as though that was like a dream scenario for Pittsburgh. You had three quarterbacks that could have started
All,
somewhere,
at any time,
and two guys took team friendly deals. Cause they like, man, I ain't gotta do nothing every week. I just go chill.
Right. And
I can just chill every week.
if by chance the man in front of me get hurt, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember at one point it was like a carousel. One week they start Charlie. Next week they start Byron. Next week they start Charlie. It's like it was just like they were just like, whatever. Depending on who they was playing, they would just pick a guy.
Like
You know what
college,
I'm saying?
basically.
Yeah. That's really what it felt like. So that would be the dream scenario. And I feel as though Russ and Tomlin really gets along. But if
Yeah.
Russ and Art don't get along, yeah, I don't know if that's a
Then
good move for him to stay.
yeah,
I
if
don't
they
know.
don't get along, then Tomlin got to make that decision to move on and keep the one to get
And I
along with
don't
the
like
coordinator
Tomlin's
better.
decisions. That goes back to if I don't like Tomlin's because Tomlin, man, he'll make it like I don't know, man. Tomlin making like some Jerry Jones moves as of late. You know what I'm saying? You talking about nobody else wants this to happen. Well, I want it to happen. It's all on me. It's my choice. It's like, bruh, like you just completely took what Justin Fields was doing, crumbled it up, tossed that junk like it didn't mean anything. And like I
Oh,
said, this is all
now,
hindsight. If Russ would have came in and let's say we were still in the playoffs right now, that's a 100% great move, Tomlin. But if reports are
now,
coming out they didn't get along, that's a problem.
that's definitely a problem. But when he made the decision, it seemed very great because Russ came in and won what 5 straight, with 4 or 5 straight.
We was 4-2. Yeah. He won six. He won. I don't know if it was straight, but he won six and lost one because we ended up being 10-3. Before we played
Yeah,
the Eagles, we was 10-3.
right. Okay, so it appeared to be a great move initially, and then down the
Yeah,
stretch it just faded away.
yeah. And they got stale. It see, like my problem was, like Russ was cooking. Like Russ, like when we played y'all, and I said this at the game. If you remember, I said Russ has ultimate command of the offense. Russ was doing all kind of changes at the line of scrimmage, everything. Going
Yep,
down the stretch, all that stuff went away. Like it all just
it just stopped.
stopped. I'm like,
Like he forgot how to make a change, or he forgot what changes to make, when to make them, and all that.
or they told him to stop, or they I don't know if they restricted him, or you know what I'm saying, like just run the
Right.
plays we call. So I don't know, but
Yeah,
there was a difference
a big difference.
going into that game against Philly. There was a huge difference in the way, and then the Ravens, and then the Chiefs, and then even ultimately the Bengals. It's like, what we doing? Why do
Cause
you
y'all
stop
went
doing what works? Almost like we talk about with Baltimore. You had 12 personnel. Just hand that joint off to Henry. We walking out of here with a dub. You know what
ahead,
I'm
and then
saying? And we milking the clock at the same time.
absolutely,
But you
and
stop
then
doing what worked.
yeah, cause y'all was scoring like 25, 30 a game.
Bro, I
Then
don't know, man. I don't know,
18,
man.
16,
Now,
15.
granted, GP did get hurt.
Yeah,
GP did get hurt.
he did miss 3 games.
But the way Russ was distributing the ball, I feel as though it was doable to maintain until GP came back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like they just completely. It's like when GP hurt. All right, we're done. We're toast. We're cooked.
yeah.
And it
I
just.
feel like y'all could have used Mike Williams a little more too.
I agree. They said
I
something
know
about Mike Williams only got 12 looks since he was with Pittsburgh. Starting the game with y'all. So his first game was against y'all.
because he only got one
He only
against us,
got
and that was the
12
game winner.
looks. Yeah, he only got 12 looks this season.
That's
And it's just
crazy work.
like, what we doing? Like, what you go get the dude for? Same question. What you go get the dude for if you're not going to use him? I
Yeah,
don't get that
that's a waste of a pickup, a waste of money you had to pay the man that you're not gonna use him. Yeah, like
at all. At all. So yeah, man. I think and so last summer, man, it was all Brandon Ayuk was coming to Pittsburgh. And if it wasn't him, it was Devontae Adams. It was just like a carousel of wide receivers,
mhm.
and it's gonna be the same thing this year, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be the same thing this
and
year.
y'all might want to get somebody this year.
We have to. We have to.
'Cause
Like we
if y'all,
absolutely have to.
I feel
And
like
and,
y'all a
and
little
like
too relying on GP. Like y'all putting too much on GP. Like when he not there, it's like y'all, who am I throw the ball to if GP ain't available? Like You got to bring.
It reminds me of, and we talked about relationships before too. Like your shorty do everything around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And if she ain't there to do it, you don't know what to do.
Just
You don't
lost.
know who. You just completely. Oh, it could be the same way either way. You hear about
Yeah.
people that have been married for like 50 years, 60 years, and the biggest thing for the wife to cope with is like he paid all the bills. Like I don't even know how to do this stuff. Like
Right.
and it's like
Never had.
GP was yeah, it's like GP's out. It's like, man, I never had to run a route before. I don't know what to do. Like,
Right.
I don't know what to do if I see I'm about to get double teamed. I don't know how to stop in the zone and find the open spaces. Like, I don't know how
Right.
to do this stuff. And it's like, bruh, like you got to step it up, man. You got to be next man up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just frustrating, man.
I get it.
It's frustrating. While we on the subject of wide receivers, I want to give your boy Scary Terry much props because while we talked about how GP crashed out or he crashes out because he's unhappy, you know, Terry stayed down. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? And he was the ultimate perfect. This is the most I've ever heard him speaking out.
it is.
And he was saying some stuff we can't say right now in the tunnel. But
Man,
I was like, yeah, Terry. I was like, yeah, Terry, let's go.
when I saw that video, I was like, "Oh, is that Terry? Okay."
Yeah, that's Terry. He
Because
a
Terry
deacon
don't
on
talk.
Sunday, but he about that action today though.
Hey, listen, they go to church in the morning. As soon as he leave out of church, like it's time for war.
He
But
hustling, getting money.
I'm so grateful that we got Terry because Terry, like, he's top flight receiver who don't. I don't think he get enough credit.
He's like a good version of AB.
Yeah,
A
because
good version. Like,
that man's gonna catch everything, and then when he
mm-hmm.
don't get the ball, he's not gonna cry. He ain't
Yep.
gonna pout.
Mm-hmm.
If his teammates is getting the ball and we winning, Terry's
Yeah.
excited because Terry didn't play
Facts.
with the trash. Terry, we done had the worst quarterbacks for Terry until this year. Terry didn't play with all the bad quarterbacks that we had, all of them.
Man, I never forget he came in clutch for me last year when I had Sam Howell. Man, my man got me paid a couple times. Cause
Absolutely.
I had a man, he came in clutch a couple times. I was like, bro, give me that couple hundred. I was getting a couple hundred here, couple hundred there. And I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know if Terry gonna show up this week.
Matter of
But
fact,
I
he
never
saved
like
me. He saved one of my parlays when we played the Rams last year, and Howard was getting tracked, getting dogged, and they put in Brissett, and Brissett
mm,
immediately threw a touchdown to him. First drive on. I was like,
yeah.
okay,
The parlay that I think that I remember the most when I'm talking about this was y'all against the Eagles last year because y'all won like last minute.
yeah,
It was a last minute win, and I needed him to get. I think I put down for him to get 60 yards, and I'll never forget because like last year was the first year I started doing DraftKings and stuff, and I was like, man, like I never realized how hard it was for guys to get 50 yards receiving, 50 yards rushing. Like
straight,
you just see
straight.
guys getting 100 yards here, 100 yards there, and you like, man, this is easy. But when you start putting your money in, it's like, whoa, like I'm like, come on,
Everybody
Terry, I
forget.
need you to get this 60.
Everybody forget how to play when you bet on them.
And he had a couple late catches that game. And that's what got me my parlay that week. I was like, yes, sir, cash out 320. I forgot what it was, but cash that out. But yeah, I'm happy for y'all, man. Terry, you know what I'm saying? He a real one. And I believe he's actually mentoring the guys behind him as well. He's a true
Oh,
number
absolutely.
one.
He absolutely is.
Y'all get a big receiver that can move. If y'all get a GP, like I mean, just saying, if y'all get a GP, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Y'all torturing people. Y'all are the Bengals of the NFC. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
said, I want us to get T Higgins. However, I do like Luke McCaffrey too because I think he's underrated
Mm,
now. But I don't think he got enough targets or enough reps this year.
hmm.
But as a slot receiver, I think Luke McCaffrey would be good. But again, like I said, De'Ami Brown came on, so maybe not spend the money on T Higgins and let De'Ami be the number two and put that money
Yeah.
in the
And let
offensive
Pittsburgh get T
line.
Higgins, right? Look at you, man. You being a good friend right now, man.
I
I
mean, that don't
appreciate that.
listen. Pittsburgh, we don't play y'all next year, so do what y'all got to do. The only way we play y'all next year is if we got the Super Bowl or something. So
Yeah, something crazy, man. But
yeah,
yeah, I think about the Bengals like with Burrow, how they had Chase, they had Higgins, and they had Boyd. Like,
yeah,
if y'all get a situation like that for JD,
it's a wrap. It's a
cooking.
wrap.
That dude cooking, man. He cooking.
It's a
Like,
wrap.
and now Brian Robinson has looked the best he's ever looked.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think
he's looking,
he been playing hurt most of the season too.
yeah.
So I think
Well,
he's
I mean, you
finally
got
back to
Eckler.
feeling a
Eckler
little
look at
healthy.
Eckler like I actually got a shot. So Eckler
Hey,
balling. He
and
got
that and,
energy.
and
Then
that
you
little
got
man.
Rodriguez after him.
Well, Rodriguez, right? It's either Rodriguez or McNichols, and I think McNichols been the third most times, unless Eckler or Robinson out, then they'll bring in Rodriguez. So,
Yeah.
but I
Nah.
like Rodriguez too. I think Rodriguez should get more shine. He should get more time too. But of
Yeah.
course, it's kind of hard to get four running backs on the field. So I get it.
Yeah. Nah. Real
But
talk. Real talk.
he definitely
Yeah.
youngest.
Yeah. Nah. I'm happy for y'all and what y'all have built. Like I said before, with you and with my man Cody when I did a podcast with him, I feel like y'all are building the right way. Y'all doing it the right way. And all it took was getting incompetence out the way. And if
And
and if
man,
and if Dallas Cowboys don't see what y'all have done and immediately like begin to have the same expectations that I mean, y'all are laying the blueprint. Yo, y'all said for a good 15 years. I mean, we was at work on the terminal and y'all was saying the same thing then. You know what I'm saying? So we talk about a
Snyder,
good 15 years. Y'all was saying the same thing.
right? It was. I think we went downhill once Jack Ken Cook had to sell the teams, and he sold it to Snyder. Like we started going downhill
He
immediately when
didn't trust
Snyder.
his son to run the team.
No, he didn't. And I don't think it's. I don't think it's. I think it was more so his son didn't want to run the team.
Mm,
So it was more so that. But I think with Dallas is you see Jerry said he bought a business. He bought an occupation. I ain't never
mm-hmm.
heard nobody say they bought a job in my life. But Jerry said he bought a job. So Jerry is
Jerry be up
not
there.
Jerry. Yeah, Jerry is not
He
giving
be
up
in the
no control.
skybox.
When Jerry give up control, God, unfortunately, it's gonna be when Jerry passed away from this earth, dog. That's when Jerry give up control.
Yeah.
Because Jerry does not see anything wrong with the way he's doing things. And as a Redskins Commanders fan, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I
As
get
that
that.
as a football person though, it
Yeah.
don't make sense. Like Jerry,
I
you
feel
see
bad.
what
I
you're.
feel bad for the fan base, man. Like,
Yeah, because they're that hard. Like they support no matter what.
because like we said, some
And
people ain't never been. Some people go every year.
and then
Some
some people go multiple times, like live and they live across the country and
Yep.
travel to Dallas
Yep.
2-3 times a year
Yep. They
to
totally
watch
take it
them.
for granted, man. And that's the talk right now for Pittsburgh too. People like stop going to the games.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a change that happens until you stop going to the games.
And,
Um,
and that's real talk. I can agree with that because
hey,
as you seen when we the Washington fans stopped going to the game,
yeah, yeah,
it's not started losing money. Then he started not fixing things in the stadium that
yeah,
now the new ownership is got having to take on.
yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, I look at it the same way. And like you saw Pittsburgh got a 20-year wait for season tickets, bro. 20-year
Bro,
wait for
that's what it
season
used to be.
tickets.
That's what it
People,
used to be here.
people, people putting their kids on season ticket waiting list when they're
Absolutely.
born. And let's say that all changes. You gonna have to make some changes, bro. You
Yeah,
gotta make some changes, man. You gotta make some changes, man.
absolutely. Because look at us. We had a 25-year wait list. Snyder had the team,
Was
and
it
by the time
25
at one
back
point
when
I
y'all
think the
had
longest
Gibbs?
back when Snyder first bought the team, like when Cook first sold the team, it was like a 20 plus. I don't know if it's 25, but it was 20 something year wait
Sheesh.
for season
I didn't
tickets.
know it
Like
was
that's how
that
long the line
long.
was for season tickets.
I
And
didn't know it
then
was that long.
gradually, now you can get season tickets today.
Yeah. Yeah, right
So,
now. Like, what we doing? Nothing. It's Wednesday. Hey, man, let me check this out real quick. Oh,
bro,
season tickets.
I got an email sitting right now. Oh, get your season tickets. Next season tickets is waiting right now. You
Hey,
can
Slim,
like,
you might want to get that sooner than later. Before
well,
they jack them tickets up. Because you know how they do. Just like with the Nats, right? The
they're
Nats,
gonna
the
jump too
Nats,
much.
the huh?
The ticket prices are gonna jump crazily.
Well, I'm saying, but you'll be able to get some.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I'm about to say, like with the Nats, when we had Harper and we kept going, we kept doing okay in the playoffs, but when we got
mhm,
to the big game, we would flame out. They
yeah.
skyrocketed them season tickets so high, like, like it was ridiculous. Especially after they won the World Series, but those
Oh
them
hell
season
yeah.
tickets were so high, man. Because my man Jeter, he said, because he had season tickets for a couple years, and he got rid of them, and he got Commander season tickets,
Mm.
and he said, baby boy, I'm saving like 7 grand just from doing that switch alone. So I'll be curious as to what the season tickets will be this year well, this upcoming year for y'all, I know it's
going
gonna be
forward.
higher. It's going. They gonna jack them joints up.
Right. Unless you already locked in on the price, you probably gonna pay something crazy.
Hmm.
But I
Well,
probably
I don't think
so
they
with
lock
my
in the price until like really the off season for real.
yeah, but I mean, but I know people, all the people that already got season tickets get their first dibs on them. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah,
But for me, I probably wouldn't buy. I wouldn't buy season tickets anyway because my schedule changes so much. So I wouldn't be able
yeah.
to go to every home game anyway. So I
Well,
wouldn't
you
even
could
waste.
hustle. You could hustle. You could definitely hustle off the ones you don't go to.
Oh, especially with them winning like this and JD,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
can make my money back easily.
Like the ones you hustle off, you can that will pay for your season tickets.
That'll be my money for the next season. Next season, just put that shit to the side, and that'll be my money
Hmm.
for next season.
Yep, that's what a lot of people. I see people do that in Pittsburgh too. Um, cause like actually for the Chiefs game, um, we ran into a couple a while back and we just connected. And they was like, "Hey man, for the Chiefs game, we got sweet tickets um,
Damn,
through the job." And they was like, "Do you want to buy our tickets like face value?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely, I'll buy them, but like, it don't have to be face value." He's like, "Nah, y'all good, face value." And
yeah,
we paid like 400, and that told me right there I need to get season tickets. Because
yeah,
if season tickets were 400, their tickets were 400. If I would have went on Ticketmaster or somewhere else, Slim, at
boy.
least
Some
six a
resale you'd have been
piece,
paying about
a
eight.
piece.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like for their seats, because they was on the 50.
yeah.
Um, they was like row double A, double A. Yeah, they was like row
So
double A on the 50-yard line. The 50-yard line is already expensive, but they was like double A,
mhm.
and I was like, yeah, like just seeing that visual, seeing the visual, it's like okay, I need to figure out how to get some season tickets because it doesn't
Bro,
make sense to keep going to the
my
games
cousin
like
got like
this.
4 sets. I think my cousin
Hmm.
got like 4 sets of season tickets, and all of his season tickets are like all side by side. They're on like whatever that first row is behind the bench, double A, double O, whatever it is. He got all his tickets on
Ooh,
that row, and it's like right behind the commander's bench.
ooh. Well, you might be able
And
to get a
then
set from
I
him
don't know if
then.
it's on the 50, but it's close to the 50.
You might be able to get a set from him if he give one up. You can get it like directly
Sometimes
from
he do,
him.
sometimes he don't.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
sometimes
like
he do,
when
sometimes he
he's
don't.
tired of
So
if like say next year he don't want to because the
he
price
don't want
goes
to
up
pay
so
for him.
high, he don't want to pay for all of them.
Yeah,
He could just give them to you, and you pay for 'em-
yeah,
you pay for a set.
absolutely.
People do that too. Like I'm
Yeah,
like man, I'm being hip to all kind of stuff.
yeah. It's man, them tickets. It's a lot of ways to get money with them tickets.
Yeah, yep. And then like whenever I didn't know this too, but like whenever they have like stuff at the stadium, let's say like
Mhm.
Beyonce's coming or a big entertainment, they usually hit the season ticket holders like, hey, we got this
Yeah, they
event
get
coming
first.
up. Do you want to jump in on
Yeah,
this? I
they
was like,
definitely get first dibs.
what? It's all kind
Yeah,
of benefits to having it. So,
absolutely.
but yeah, Magic, and them boys doing it the right way, and I feel like the Lakers messed up. Um, Genie messed up. Um, when they pushed Magic out the way
Hmm.
because I think Magic, the stuff that the Lakers are going through, I don't think the Lakers would be going through that stuff if Magic would still be around. Because look
Right.
at the Dodgers. Look at the Dodgers. I mean, they've been competitive. They've been competitive for the last 10 years, like consistent, like almost on the verge of going to the World Series. And a couple years they flame out first round, second round, but they're
Yeah.
there.
They won it
They're
last year.
there. Yeah, and they won it this past year. So it's like they're Magic Johnson knows what he's doing. Just let him do
And
what
Magic,
he do.
Magic brings that winning magic. I don't know what it is, but that wherever he go, wherever he's a part of ownership, that team wins.
Yeah, he was dancing the go-go when he first got here. I said, "Oh, this is trouble for everybody else." He was
Because Magic,
dancing the go-go. I was like, "Uh-oh."
hey,
You know.
Magic was too happy.
And I said, Magic like a pimp. Like I could listen to Magic talk all day long, and it'll probably be like the worst case scenario for me. But you know what I'm saying? He gonna get what he need. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
he's like, hey, Big Red, I need you to work 16-hour shifts, 7 days a week, 365, baby. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm like, okay. I
Like that's not
go work them 16-hour shifts, 7 days a week, 365. Like, yeah, you got it, Magic. I got you. Like, it's just the way he knows how to articulate stuff, and I think he's a good speaker, and
very
you know what I'm
much.
saying? Like people like, yo, he won. He did it with the Lakers and the Showtime Lakers, and it's like, why wouldn't you listen to that? And I love how y'all taking care of Doug Wilson too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
I
Doug got
and I
Doug
was
got to stay.
and I was talking to somebody. I said, man, if y'all had got him sooner, like when he was a little bit younger,
Hmm.
that might have been dope for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I think y'all just got him a little too late. He was a little too old when y'all
Well,
got
I think Snyder kind of brought Doug in as trying to like save his safe face with the
with
fan
the
base
fans. Yeah,
because I don't know if you know, but like Daryl Green did not mess with Snyder. Like Daryl Green literally
at
would
all.
not show up. He wouldn't show up to anything as long as Snyder was the owner. And the second
At
Snyder was
all.
gone, Josh Harris' first move coming in was to get Daryl Green back in the fold, retire his
Mm-hmm.
number, and all that. So Daryl
Mm-hmm.
Green he didn't want no parts of nothing Snyder. So he literally just passed on anything like alumni related as long as Snyder was the owner because he knew Snyder was some trash.
And that says something, right? The players know.
Yeah,
The players know when it's some when it's well, as Shannon Sharp say, some bull job. They know when it's
absolutely.
some bull job, and they're like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll stay away." And it's just like,
Hell yeah.
where are the Hogs? Where's Dale Green? Where's this person? Where's that person? Like, and it's just like,
Every every one of them. No time. No time. They ain't have no
hmm
time for nothing Snyder
hmm
related.
the first time I saw Dale Green of recent is when I saw a clip of him. He was outside of RFK, talking about the memories he had there.
Yeah.
Um, that's the first time I seen that man. Because I remember Daryl Green because he's always put Tootsie Rolls in the socks.
Hmm.
And so that's the first time I've seen that man. Whew, since like the late '90s.
Well, they started getting them back in the fold in the off season when they like did a little surprise visit to let them know that they were retiring 28 during the Carolina
Mm-hmm.
game this year,
Mm-hmm.
and just getting him back around there by
Good for him,
getting him
man.
back
Good for
around.
him,
So
man. Yeah,
I
good for
think
him,
re-
man.
retiring at 28 was long overdue. 28 should have been retired before 21.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean, but
I
it's
mean
the
I get
way. It's the
I get
way.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
why 21 was retired first because of what
I'm a
happened in
Steelers
21. So I
fan,
get that.
and I'm gonna get a throwback. I want the throwback Sean Taylor though. I want the joint like with the Redskins joint. I want a Doug Williams too. I've always said that I've wanted a Doug Williams jersey for a long time, but I just never went and got it.
Yeah,
But Sean Taylor, I gotta get a Sean Taylor.
I had to get my 21 in black. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely had
yeah,
to get my 21 in black.
yeah. Now I feel you, man. Like that. That's such a tragic. Still to this day, it's tragic, man. Just even talking
Crazy.
about it, and it's nice to know. I want to say I heard something about the
Mhm.
Redskins brought his kids into the fold about something.
His daughter, yeah, she
Yeah. So
they pretty much taking good care of her. I don't know if they paying for her school or whatever, but I know like every time they use a Sean Taylor tribute or something, they make sure her and her mom and his dad are available or out
and
there.
I think that's what you have to do. That shows you care about the players. It's more than about football.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
more
it's
than about football.
supposed to be a family type atmosphere. So
Yeah. Yeah. But nah, good for Daryl Green, man. Getting the recognition he deserves. But like you said, if Dan Snyder wasn't around, he would have got that a long time ago. He would have
absolutely,
got it a long time ago if Dan Snyder wasn't around.
hell
Or
yeah.
if Dan Snyder wasn't a POS, he would have got it a long time ago.
He
But
probably would
yeah.
never distance himself from the team because Daryl
And
Green
that would have helped y'all, right?
yeah,
Cause think about it, y'all draft a young DB, y'all draft somebody that he could mentor now, and just be in the mix. Like you see, like nothing makes me happier than seeing James Harrison at training camps. First of all, he can still play. He's in shape to still play,
he
but
can play right now because
right.
if he lift one more goddamn 500 pounds anything at whatever age he is, bro, just man is
Yeah,
dangerous.
right. And like the thing I love about it is he's now, hey, nah, young blood. When you rip like this. You do this, you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just check your footwork. Your feet need to be like, it's just like, man, like it's like those are gems. Those are gems. Like just to be a fly on the wall and just follow him around, that has to, and just know who he is for Pittsburgh, and just
Mhm.
know that you have access to him even during the season. You could be discouraged about something, you can call him and just talk to him. And he'd be like, yeah, I experienced the same thing. I ain't get my shot until Joey Porter spit in some dude's face, and they was wrecking on the field. Like, and
Right.
it's just one of them things to where it's like, oh, okay, my time's coming. Just stay ready. Just stay ready. Just
That's
stay
it.
ready. I'm a big advocate. You know, you have a good franchise when the players come back.
Hell yeah,
When the players
absolutely.
come back.
Especially when they stay around and come to the games, and
Yeah,
then y'all taking care. Y'all got Joy Porter Jr. So that's
his
even
pops is
better.
just
That
around.
make it looks even better for
He
the
just
franchise.
around.
Like damn,
He got
we
an
take
expensive
care of
ass
family.
tailgate though. He got an expensive ass tailgate. I was gonna go to one because oh yeah, you could go to meet Joey Porter and get unlimited drinks and ribs or whatever they were serving that week. I was like, oh yeah, I like, babe, you want to go? She's like, yeah, why not? I mean, I looked at the price. It was like $85 a pop. I said, no, I'm good. I'm like
Damn.
$85 a person. I'm good. I'll pass.
I mean, it I would say for depending on what they serving, like drink wise and stuff like that, it might be trying to cover all that. But of course, he gotta get
Yeah,
a little profit too.
nah, I'm good. 'Cause honestly, when I go to the game, I don't really eat. I don't know if you noticed that at your
I don't,
at the game with y'all. Yeah,
sir. Did you see me eat?
with your peoples. I
I
barely.
didn't eat either. It's more
I
so
just
eat a little bit
yeah.
to coat the stomach, and then it's
That's
drinks.
it. That's it. Cause I ain't trying to be running to the bathroom. I ain't
Nah,
trying to be waiting in no stupid lines. Like so,
hell
I
no.
barely eat. I don't eat till after the game. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, but yeah. We was gonna talk about like NFL offseason moves. We talked about the Jets picking up the head coach, Glenn
Yeah,
from
Aaron Glenn.
Detroit Lions.
I honestly think that's a good pickup for them because he was drafted by them. He played for them, so I think that's a good
Yeah,
move for them.
yeah.
But a lot of
That's
people was like, a lot of people probably gonna say, "Oh, they don't need another defensive head coach." And then the other half is mad because his defense looked bad the last couple games. Well, this last game,
yeah.
but
But on that note, I told people I said before the Eagles and Rams game, I told people I said if Detroit could get Matt Stafford back,
hmm
they would get Matt Stafford back
they will take him back
because
right now.
he is way better than Jared Goff, and these playoffs kind of proved it, right?
The last
Matt,
couple playoffs, Matt Stafford has
yeah,
looked better than Jared Goff every time.
yeah. I was like they would if they didn't have to give him up and they get the draft capital, but if they didn't have to give him up, they wouldn't have. They would have kept on it. They would have kept him. But I'm like, why'd y'all wait so long to build a team? Now you trade him away. Now you get Sonic and Knuckles, and you got Saint Amara Brown, and you got all
Yeah,
these players
you
now.
got this great offensive line. You got this
Yeah, it's
damn.
like, bro, where was
You
this
got
at the whole time he was here?
you got Hutchinson on defense. You drafting rookie corners that's coming out balling and everything. Man, come
Like,
on
did
now.
you have a GM change? Was there a GM change? Because these
I
picks
believe
don't
so.
make sense. Don't make sense. Because he
I
was
believe
there.
I think whatever GM came in with Campbell is the GM whoever can think the GM is the one who hired Campbell. So I think it was a change of GM and coach at the same time, like kind of like we did last year.
Yeah, yeah,
I think kind of like a change of philosophy for everything going on.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I remember he played for the Jets because I was reading up on it, and I just hope they don't do, and we talked about this a little bit. I just hope they don't do him like they did Mayo for the Patriots. Like,
Yeah, I
give
really hope
him a
not.
chance. Give him a chance. Give him at least 3 4 years to do what he need to do.
Because he got it now. The Jets got a defense. Their defense is good right now.
Yeah, yeah,
If they can get an offensive line together, a quarterback,
and they got a
they
wide receiver.
yeah,
They
because
got Wilson.
Garrett Wilson is good.
Yep.
I think they're gonna let Devontae walk.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so
But
too. And I hope we could pick him up.
Wilson,
That would be a good pickup for us. But that whole bromance with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae, I was like, man, get out of here with that, man. Like, oh, we're
yeah, I
reliving the
get it.
good years. Like we talking about the good memories. He's crashing over my house. Like, bro, y'all trying to
Y'all
win some
getting blasted.
games?
Y'all getting blasted every week. What y'all
Yeah.
doing?
You
Y'all,
trying to win
y'all
some
getting
games?
blasted.
Nobody wants to hear about y'all's glory years in Green Bay after
That's
we
over.
lose.
That's over. Like
So
we want to know how y'all gonna help us win next week or this week. What's
right.
going
Or
on?
this
Like
week,
y'all,
this
yeah.
year. How we gonna make
Some
the playoffs? How we gonna get a playoff win?
but they had 5 wins, 4 wins,
I think it was 4.
and they was everybody was. I think they was one of the teams picked to win the AFC East over the Bills,
AFC
over the
East,
Dolphins.
at least make it to the divisional round.
Yeah,
They was like, oh, the Jets are all in. They're all in right now. They're trying to win the Super Bowl. So I think
it
most people
sounded real good.
it did. It sounded really good. But just like y'all proving, Yeah, everybody got a plan. What Mike Tyson say? Everybody got a plan so they get punched in the mouth.
As soon as you get punched in the mouth, it's a wrap.
Everybody got a plan. As soon as you get punched in the mouth, different story. So
Yeah,
that's why I was like, I don't care nothing about the odds or none of that. Like, if I'm riding for my team, I'm riding for my team. You know, I believe they
absolutely.
can win in any situation. And I was supposed to put in money. I was supposed to put a parlay in on that Lions game. And I got caught up at work and I couldn't do it. I was so mad when I saw the score. I said, man,
Man,
I probably
listen,
would have cashed out.
everybody scored touchdowns that game.
I probably
Everybody
would have
except St.
cashed
Brown.
out. Yeah, 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 yep. Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I know, right? Because
But yeah,
this week's game is probably going to be tight as hell. It's going to be maybe 25-20. So
and
this
see,
week's
that's how
game,
they get
I
you.
don't think
That's
it's
how
going to
they
be.
get you with the. That's how they get. Huh?
I said I don't think it's going to be no 40-point score this weekend.
Nope. But guess what? Guess what? Most people gonna bet. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the
Absolutely.
over. They're gonna put down all these touchdowns, and it might just be a like I said. I think it's gonna be like a 3 or 4 point game. And I
Yeah,
say
I'm
a
pretty
four
sure.
point game because let's say Philly's up by a field goal and JD get the ball back with a chance to win the game. 4 point game.
Yeah.
4 point game. Like I could see that because all the it's almost poetic, right? All the game winners y'all had or the last drives he's had the ball in his hands and y'all win the game because of that. It's poetic, man. I can see
It,
it.
it, the young boy is poised beyond his years, man. The boy go down the field like he's so relaxed.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm at home and ain't playing it down. I'm more stressed out than he is.
yeah, facts. I'm not even a
He on the field.
Commanders fan, and I'm stressed out. I'm like, nah, man, get the dump off, JD. Watch out for the dude right
Man,
there. And then he take off
he on
running.
the field and laughing as he's running. All you
Yeah,
see is teeth. He ran teeth. All you see is teeth laughing.
and you know, it's crazy. The defenders are laughing with him. They're like, I almost
Yeah,
had you. They good play, bro. You know, I'm
like
like good play.
the play against Tampa before we kicked the field goal. The last
Hmm.
play we did the little all the Duke could grab the defense tackle came through free, and
Hmm.
all they could do was grab his towel like he was playing flag football. Grabbed
Hmm.
his towel and then couldn't catch him
Yep.
and was sick
Yep.
when he got the first.
Yeah, he keep
So I'm
playing
like,
like that. I'm
man,
gonna have to get a JD jersey too. Hey,
I'm definitely get
did
one.
I ever show you the picture at the game? Where the guy had the commander's helmet on and he had all the signatures all over his helmet.
I think you did.
I'm gonna send that joint. I said everybody was in the section like, bro, you bugging. And he had the reflective visor on and everything. The
Yeah,
joint
so
was cold. It was
that helmet would
cold
not leave the house. It wouldn't leave the house
at
though.
all. At all.
That helmet would be
Because
in a box at the house, in a clear box at the house somewhere.
and he looked like JD but he had a visor and he had dreads too. But I was like, bro, you bugging. I wish I had got that dude number, man. 'Cause I know. I did want to touch on the guy. Who, like, I've never seen a winning season. Like, I wish I had like got that dude's number. So I'm like, how you feel now, big dog? You knocking the
Are you
phone out
seeing?
my hand and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
need this. I've never seen a winning. Like, first of all, bro, you seen a winning season. You might have been too drunk to remember it,
because
but
we
you've
definitely
seen
had a
a
winner.
winning
We
season.
definitely had a winning season. RG3
Right.
had a winner. It was 10-6 RG3's first season, so
Yep.
definitely
Yep.
had a winning season. And
Yep.
then we won the playoffs, no, but yes, we had winning seasons.
Facts. So, but yeah, man, I think that's all we got today. Anything else for off-season moves you think about?
um,
Anything else you came? Anything else you heard?
the Bears hired the Lions' other coach, the offense coordinator, Ben Johnson.
Whoa.
I think they supposed to introduce him
Dang. So
today, I believe.
they starting over.
Yeah, but Detroit starting over. Two new coordinators, both of them gone.
And see, that's the I ain't mad for the opportunities for them,
Yeah,
but you hosing us, bruh. We got a good system, we got a good thing.
and
That's
he's gonna
almost
take
like
it
the
away.
what's the dude, Bieniemy? Um
Yeah, be enemy with the Chiefs.
yeah, it's like, bro, like what we doing? And he was like, it's all good. I'll call the place.
Yeah, don't worry. We don't need him. Go ahead. All right, buddy. You can go
Hey, yeah,
ahead.
go
Go ahead.
ahead.
All
Get
right.
your bag.
Go ahead, get your money, test the waters. Hopefully get you a head coaching job, which didn't work out.
Yeah. Man, that sucks for Detroit. Cause
Yeah,
that's gonna change a lot. And
it
and, and
is.
honestly, and honestly, if golf don't mesh with that new OC, that just goes
It's
back
gonna.
to what I said. Like they would have rather kept Matthew Stafford. If they could
Mm-hmm.
have, if they could have, They probably would have gave somebody ownership of the team or some shit just to keep Matthew Stafford because
I bet.
he is him. He almost beat Philly. He
In
almost
in
beat Philly.
and some weather
Huh?
that he don't play in. I said, in some weather he don't play in. He's
Yeah.
man. They went down when they went down to score that touchdown to make it 22-28. I was like, oh shit, he
Yep.
moved the ball pretty quickly.
Yep. Yep.
Now get I got to give Cooper and Puka some credit on two of those catches because
Absolutely.
two of them joints he just all up and they just went and got it. Both of them just went
Yep.
and got it.
They got
But
two of the same player. They like the same player on the same team, and they
I
both get off.
I
They
think
both get off.
Puka's a little stronger though. He a
What you
little
mean
stronger. He
stronger?
got like then a score then Cup. Well, Cup is a better route runner.
You mean as far as like running routes or
Nah. I mean like catching the ball and running through tackles.
okay? I think Nakua
I
is just
think
reckless. He's more
yeah,
reckless.
he, okay. Let's call it that.
Almost like the little kid that ain't scared of the stove until they get their
Yes,
hand. You know what I'm saying? That's Nakua right now.
he kind of reminds me of like a Palomalu on offense. Just run through anything. Just I'm gonna do what I want to do, and then when I get the ball, I'm gone.
Yeah. No, I
Cooper
can see
Cup
that.
is the more precision route runner. Cooper, that boy can
He's
run a
he's
route.
I ain't trying to get hurt again.
Man,
I touched the stove a couple times.
it was too hot. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, good for LA. You know, I honestly thought they was gonna have be on this LA like how they was the Patriots with 9/11. How
Yeah,
everybody feel like they only got the Super
for the
Bowl.
wildfires.
I
Yeah,
was like, oh man, here we go. But they was balling. They was
yeah,
balling.
that was a good game both
Hats off to
ways.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
hats off to them.
they definitely gave it all they could. That I think what hurt them was those last two fumbles. The fumble from Kyron, and then the next drive, Stafford fumbled, and they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Man, Detroit in trouble. I didn't know they lost their OC and their DC.
yeah, they I think the Bears hired the OC yesterday, and then you say Aaron Glenn got hired today. 'Cause I hadn't even seen that yet.
Sheesh,
So yeah,
that's
Detroit
tough.
is coordinatorless.
I ain't saying they cook because they're not cooked. I mean,
Nah, it's gonna be a
You
lot of
got
change.
Sonic and Knuckles. It's just gonna be an adjustment.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a big adjustment because you done had these people for the last 3-4 years, and they've been working together on this plan and on this plane. So
You
now
see,
it's just a
you
lot
know what chaps my ass. You know what chaps my ass. Who has Mike Tomlin had under him that has left like that?
we're waiting in
Dude,
silence.
that just upset me to like a whole different level, Slim. Like
Yeah,
and it's stuff like that that kind of makes you feel like your program is outdated. It
and it
just
might be. Tomlin
and
might need to look in the mirror and make some adjustments to something that's going on. Because right now, that's not it.
nobody wants Terrell Austin.
No.
We got Art like on some thrift store sale type thing.
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of people don't want him either. So
Like this was a prove it year for him.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but Terrell Austin get cut. Ain't nobody gonna be knocking down no doors. Hey man, we want you to come be our DC. Not with them lame ass schemes. The zone. Man, nobody wants to see that.
yeah. Terrell ain't got no. He ain't got no interviews coming up to try to get no promotion to a head coach or nothing.
Art getting head coach interviews, calls,
Well,
but
yeah,
you know,
Art's been a head coach before. He was a head coach
yeah,
last year.
yeah. But I think I don't know, man. I'm a big believer in like stability, and you got to kind of just settle down somewhere for a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Get back on your grind, get back on your your thing, and just go from there. But like Andy Reid, like I said, Eagles. I said it to Mike. I said, don't get mad at me because y'all fired Andy Reid.
And he went and won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's rare though. And I think it worked out for both parties. And
And I
that's really my dream for Pittsburgh. Like if Mike Tomlin, I think he's a good dude. I think he's a good coach, but I feel like he doesn't really hold people to that standard or whatever. Like he need to hold people accountable, man.
yeah, because
Because
if like I said, I don't follow y'all as much as I follow my team. But if y'all saying because you're not the first Pittsburgh fan that I've heard say Terrell Lawson got to go.
yeah,
So if all of y'all are
it's a
saying
wrap.
Terrell Lawson is that bad, bro, Mike Tomlin look in the mirror and make some moves because
Bro, when you
you
watch some of our
you hurting your
games,
team.
because you watch the games or you see the highlights
Yeah, I definitely watch them
and how teams dink and dunk all the way down the field, it's because we're in zone. It's
all
like,
day long.
bro, you don't want to do no man. You
But
don't want to you
you
don't
know
want to do like half the
what's
field
crazy?
zone, half the field man, like
What's
something.
What's crazy about watching y'all though is that that's how I felt about us for the last 4 years with Ron Rivera. Like we would play 100% zone, and teams would tear our ass up on these
They're like,
five,
hey,
10 yard.
we about to get these bonus checks against them.
Bruh, they would tear our ass up with them little crossing routes, them little 5 yard hitches, and turn into fucking 20 yards because nobody's within 10 yards of you. Everybody's different. They playing 10 yards off you, and as soon as they take 5 steps, they 5 yards. Now you 15 yards away, so that's easy 5 yards. And
Yeah.
then once you catch it, that's what 20 more.
I mean, you picking up first downs every two plays.
Exactly, easy first down
You
too.
know what I'm saying? Ain't no third downs.
Not
They're
never.
0-1 on third down, but they only had like two third downs. Like,
Okay.
like yeah, it's wild, man. And yeah, it's just disappointing because it's like almost like with the Fire Canada. Where my sign at?
Mhm.
I actually got a Fire Canada sign. 'Cause hold on. Is it right here? Yep. Boom. I got this when we was at the game, the Ravens game. The joint where GP caught the touchdown at the end of the game and then he hit that touchdown bow and he fell backwards.
Yeah,
That was at that game, bro. We was at the game Fire Canada. You know what I'm saying? I got that game. Somebody gave it to me. So I just like, yeah, I'll take it.
yeah. So definitely, if y'all saying it's that bad, it's definitely time to move on because that 100% zone it don't work, bro. You're gonna get torched. You're gonna have to play man
Torched.
at some point.
Torched. Like, and we got big cornerbacks.
Yeah,
So I'll let the cornerbacks do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when you play guys like Lamar, you need a spy. So I mean, you got to get creative with the scheme. But Pittsburgh is
yeah.
known for blitzes. Pittsburgh is known
Blitzburg.
for blitzes.
Y'all are
Blitzburg.
y'all been Blitzburg since I've been watching football, and y'all have not been Blitzburg in the last couple of years.
We have not. Sadly, we have not. I don't know what we are.
I think the Lions are more Blitzburg than y'all.
Man, it's bro. It's like, man. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? We can't call the plays from the stands.
Nah, we can't. We just
Just
gotta
like
we gotta
we was
trust
at the game, we like Russ, get rid of the ball, throw it away, throw it
it. And
away.
he
He's just
holding it.
holding on to it, getting sacked. Like, bro, what we doing, man? Like, this is high school stuff. This is stuff that you learned in high school, Slim.
Right.
Throw it out of bounds. That game against the Bengals, he took a hit. He took a like what did I remember when somebody who's like an adopted brother. He was a point guard in high
Mm.
school, right? And in college, he went to Penn scholarship, played at Penn. And his coach used to ask him all the time. I'll never forget this. He was like, "What did you think was going to happen when you did this?" And that it's like I want to ask Russ that so bad. Like, what when you took that hit against the Bengals instead of throwing the ball out of bounds, what did you think was going to happen?
Or the play against the Ravens again, second game where he took that hit when he was running. Like Russ,
You gonna go head on with a safety?
why would you do that,
You
Russ?
gonna square up on a safety? Nah, bro. Like,
I
nah,
think
bro.
in the moment, you be
And he
thinking they
and he
bigger than they
and
are.
he thought he was running faster than he was. I saw it because I seen the replay a couple times. He was like, "I'm gonna hit it with the," and dude was like, "Nah." He just
Something.
squared up on him and got low.
And the ball came flying out.
Yeah, what can you do, man? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got a lot of work to do. But I'm confident that we'll have another non-losing season next year.
Well, if we learn one thing about Mike, that's what he does.
Yeah, we're gonna have a non-losing season, and he might get another contract extension. You know what I'm saying? And real quick before we wrap it up, I wanted to talk about on that note, it just came to my mind. I was talking to one of my supervisors. He's from Pittsburgh, and his family's had tickets to go see the Steelers since like the '60s.
Damn.
So this is before the Steelers even got good in the '70s. He had it, and he says that he remembers. So the stuff they were talking about Mike Tomlin, I don't know if you saw it on ESPN. They was like, "Oh, he's just on the sideline. He's just standing there."
Mm.
Did you ever hear that?
No, I ain't
They
seen
were
that.
like, Mike Tomlin's not really reactive. He's just standing there. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I would agree with that because he definitely don't react to nothing.
And they said, and I'll never forget, we had this conversation 3 years ago about Chuck Noll.
Mm.
And because I asked him, I said, obviously, how did your parents? Because we talked about Mike Tomlin. I'm like, all I know is Mike. I know Chuck. I know
Bill.
Bill Cowher. But for most of my adult life, It's Mike. Just like
Yeah.
Ben, when he retired, bro, I graduated high school in '04. He played,
Thank you.
bro. I
Thank you.
cried, bro. We went to that last game at the last minute. It was cold as shit, bro. I cried real tears that game, Slim. I cried real. One dude was next to me. He made me laugh. I was like, bro, stop making me laugh. He's like, bro, I shook Ben's hand. I swear to God, I'm never washing his hand.
That's
I was
gonna
like,
be a
no, you
great.
shut your mouth. Don't stop making me laugh. This is a sentimental moment right now. Like, and you can see if I ever show you the pictures, you'll see I was my eyes were red. I was in tears, bro. But yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know how we got here at all.
I mean, maybe maybe he'll make some change in the off season.
But yeah, so
And
so I was asking him. I said, "Yo, how did y'all feel about Chuck Noll? Because he was there for like over 20 years." And I was like, "How long is too long? How long is what I'm saying? Like he's been there 18 years. Like at what point do we say, okay, it's been long enough? We can move on. We can move on." And he said, because he's like, man, 15, 20 years older than me too. And he says he remembers. This is 3 years ago now. He says he remembers Chuck Noll being on the sideline, and he was just like emotionless. He was expressionless. And he said they forced Chuck Noll out.
mhm.
And I'm like, if they forced out Chuck Noll, who won 4 Super Bowls,
Mhm.
what makes Mike Tomlin so indispensable?
I think it's just the Pittsburgh way. They don't want to fire you unless
Well,
you're doing something terrible. Like
based
because
on
like
based on
Bill
the
Bill
conversations,
Cowher
like
retired, so
he retired because I think he got cancer. That's why he
yeah, he
retired.
he had right, but Bill Cowher was there for
But if he didn't retire, he
years
wouldn't have
too.
he wouldn't have retired that season if it wasn't for that, and he possibly would have
Right,
got three
exactly.
rings. He probably would have got three
Poss-
rings because that
Yeah,
he had that team was firing on all some that defense was lights out, Slim.
I agree.
And then he had his quarterback in Ben, what I'm saying, Bus retired, but you had enough, what I'm saying, to make another, and they did. That's when Tomlin got his, what
Hmm.
I'm saying, and then we went back again against Green Bay. Like honestly, Cowher probably would have won all three of those, and he would have had three.
Yeah,
And so it's just one of the things to where it's like, if they push out a 4-time Super Bowl, like the Rooney's pushed out a 4-time Super Bowl champion. What is the problem with Mike Tomlin? It's been 18 years.
they got to figure out what's too long for or something, or what's if his message is getting stale or something like that. I mean, it's up to ownership. So maybe it's something they got to think about too.
Yeah, facts, 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 facts. Well, bro, it's been real, man. I appreciate you jumping
Man,
on
that's
again, man.
definitely been real fun, man. Anytime, this is fun for us, man.
You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, man, we gotta hop back on and do a recap.
Oh, absolutely.
But I feel like, man, the more we do this, the better we get. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, man. It's a great time. It's a great time too, man.
yeah. So yeah, man, we appreciate y'all checking in to Undrafted. This is our little corner of the universe is Undrafted, and we appreciate y'all checking it out. And y'all stay tuned for the next one. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
We'll be back.
Yes, sir.